Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, my friends. This is, of course, the MRC show that never ends. We are back here for your Wednesday night entertainment part 1, of course, and this is the turn of the Tier 3 boys around the COTA, the Circuit of the Americas, here in Texas. We've got a beautiful, dry qualifying session ahead of us this evening, but what will the weather gods throw at us? Well, we'll have to wait and see. 18 minutes of qualifying to begin with, followed by 28 laps around this circuit. But before we get into qualifying, let me introduce the man alongside me. He is Mr. MRC. He is my teammate this season as well. So it's lovely to have us on board as we ride on board the cars that we're usually in, which is the beautiful red Scarlet Ferraris. It is Mr. Martin Hills. Hello, it's been a while, my friend.
Good evening, mate. Yes, it has indeed. Yeah, it's been a while since we've commentated together, that's for sure.
It has, absolutely, yeah. Could be a good season or two, I think, at least, probably, I think. Apart from the team draw.
It's, I guess, because we've always been in tiers that are racing separately, and our weeks have ended up being a bit different to one another and stuff. So, but anyway, now that we're both in the same tier and in the same team and in the same car, not the same car, we're like a tandem car.
Crumped.
That would be
Very crumped.
No, it's not one of those, but yeah. But I guess our weeks are now kind of aligned differently.
Absolutely, yeah, certainly are, and yeah, this is a circuit as well. I mean. Unfortunately, I missed Monday, was away, and I mean, your comeback was a great comeback once again. Unfortunately, we've had to do this typical Ferrari, haven't we, this season, where something has happened to us early on in a race and we've had to fight back, and generally it's worked quite well for us.
Yeah, no, I was a bit aggravated. I just basically didn't anticipate the speed of the cars, or lack of speed into turn 1. I think due to the fact that there is no ghosting. Please remember that, everybody, no ghosting. Yeah, so I think everyone took it very easy, and I caught up with them quicker than I expected, grabbed a load of brakes, and I must have just caught the brow of the hill as I was kind of braking, I think. So unweighted the back of the car and span in the first corner, and then spent the rest of the race coming from 20th. So,
yeah, I attest to that. I did the same thing in Baku and pretty much the same thing in Monza. So
yeah, well, I managed it with a wild strategy. So
yeah, how on earth you made those tyres last? I have absolutely no idea, but it was impressive.
It was the opposite of lively. It was like driving. It was like driving a well lubricated slug.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not fun, but actually, do you know what? It's yeah, they did the 27 laps. I had destruction tested them in testing, and they burst on 28. So I was, see what happens.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, it is a general one-stop strategy here. You can two-stop. There is the chance of virtual safety cars and safety cars as well. So, you know, usually one-stop is the way to go, but we'll see. I mean, weather can still, even though in Texas, can still play a little bit of a part, as it did last time we were here. For the Tier 3 boys, they faced a lot of challenging conditions, especially the start of the race.
Yeah. It was a wet race to dry last time, wasn't it? So
yeah,
I can't remember. I think I probably did watch it, to be honest with you. But I was looking at the fastest lap wasn't that fast, so I'm guessing it never really properly dried out.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I think you're probably right there. It's just, of course, they do disappear quite quickly, the tyres, don't they, around here. So yeah, this is good. I mean, I've just got to quickly point out as the lap time start coming in. Welcome to Voxy, who has recently joined us, so I'm really pleased that she has joined the MRC family, which is great to see. We've got a few quite new drivers as well on the grid, and we've had some incredible races so far this season. Don't forget, everybody, to hit the like button as well and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We'd love to see you joining us in the YouTube chat. A few people here already, as we'll go through those during the course of qualifying. But yeah, quite a busy track. Lap times tumbling in the 33s, a little bit wide from Voxy, the penultimate corner, but not invalidated this time round. Wide again at the final corner, going to cost her quite a bit of time. It's 35.2 for her first lap in
Remarkably
MRC.
easy to remarkably easy to invalidate on that very final exit of that very final corner, isn't it? So she got lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Those last 2 corners, you could have had a great lap, really feeling the floor, pushing hard. And you're right, yeah, just got that little bit extra. And you're right, yeah, that last corner, it's difficult. You get a little bit of understeer. There's a dip right on the apex, and it just sends the car a bit wide and unsettles it as you apply the throttle. It's tighter than you think on the exit.
It is, and you also have to kind of brake a bit earlier than you think and approach it a bit slower than you think to get the best line, which is just hooking a tyre on that inside curb.
Yeah, it is. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Absolutely. And, you know, this is a track that represents a little bit, maybe this first sector, the one with zigzag, is zigzagging left and right quite a lot, and it's reminiscent of the first sector of Suzuka or Maggotts Beckett's of Silverstone as well. Easy to go wide as well through there and invalid. Just try to get a bit greedy, and this is a track that, to be fair, it's a bit higher downforce setup as well, isn't it, than you generally think.
It's a track that I generally despise.
Really? You've never mentioned that? Oh, zigzag out the hairpin.
Yeah, easily done.
It is,
easily
absolutely.
Done. But yeah, no, it's like a pound shop version of half a dozen of the best tracks in the world, basically. it's like if you ordered some race tracks from Temu, that's what you'd get. I think they've actually used Temu tarmac as well, because it's like really, really, really low grip.
It is. As Avinash to start his flying lap, drifting out the final corner, very well held, in fairness, but it is going to cost him as he starts his lap. The lap times are coming through. Louis, the other. Oh, Avinash out of turn 1 as well.
Goosey.
Blummin' heck. I mean, well held as a South African, but yeah, he's a bit ragged through this one. I might leave him on that one.
Yeah.
Save him a bit. Just save him a little bit of blushes, I think, through that.
I'll keep watching him. I'll tell you what barrier he crashes into.
Oh, crikey. Let's have a quick look, as we've got a few drivers on track. Into the chat. Good evening, everybody. Scottish Marv, hit the like button if you're watching. Absolutely, everybody. We expect everybody to hit that thumbs up button, as all 22 of you are watching. Captain Gold, hello Jack. Yes, absolutely, it's great to have you as well with us again in MRC, so best of luck to you. Great race you had on Monday evening. Look forward to seeing you fighting once again. Mr. Connor Scott, Connor 2.0, is building his new rig. I'm really jealous of his rig because he's got that the new play seat I absolutely love. Yeah. I am very jealous. Very, very jealous.
Sorry, I just nearly made a squeeing noise because Avinash really does look like he's doing WRC. He's in the last sector and he's sideways everywhere. It's quite alarming.
Yeah, we're kind of just leaving it be on that one. Master says you've got the savagery tonight, probably because you don't like the track.
I haven't got, and I've got. When am I ever savage? When? Just let me know.
Give us an example. No, actually,
send me a letter explaining the occasions on which I've been harsh, and I will agree.
Send it to Savage Raw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either on a postcard or on the back of a stuck down envelope.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So Louis doing well in quali again today. Lil has done very well in all the quali sessions that I happen to have commentated on. Her teammate Wookie is on a lap as well.
Yeah, just looking at Wookie as well. So Aaron had one of those. He had a lot of promise, and he sort of faltered. I think that's the thing with MRC now. You can't call a lot of the races. We've got a lot of drivers at the top end, and it's so tight and close. You don't know who's coming in, week out of. Who could be the winner. So
to be fair, I think the Tier 3 McLaren team are very similar to our Tier 2 Ferrari team in that they get all the bad luck. Because I've seen Lil get into incidents that were not of her making whatsoever. And I've seen Wookie lose at least one race to a safety car.
Yeah, I agree. In fairness, it is difficult. I mean, Wookie is still third in the standings. He's only 12 points off the lead, which is by Ivan at the minute. Avinash currently sitting at second in the championship. Josh Boy is currently in a little way further back, but in fourth place. So the top three. Oh wow, Wookie.
I think he's come out of that corner backwards.
Just a little bit. And you know, I've heard it mentioned in, I think it was Tier 2, might have even been Tier 1 commentary earlier this week, that's a corner that surprisingly you can lose it at if you just push the rear that little bit too hard and have cooked them early in the lap.
The other thing I've noticed in that corner is actually if you change your steering angle through the corner, it really upsets the car, because I think especially if you're running kind of a softer front suspension to give you a bit of extra turn in, what happens, I think, is that the nose just dives a little bit, which then obviously unweights the back, and then suddenly the rear end's coming round on you. So sometimes in that corner, it's just trying to tweak the steering rather than applying a constant radius.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's one of those corners you aim for the middle apex, the second of the three. And yeah, if you just try to tweak, it can really unsettle the car. Sinful has invalidated at the end of the first sector. Let's have a look back at Zigzag. Actually, you're saying, can I paste a link? I don't think you can paste a link in the YouTube chat, but best of luck if you can. So let's have a look. We've got Zigzag on a second attempt. Johnny currently with 33.0 leads the way from Ivan. About 1.5 tenths further back. Championship leader currently in second. Josh Boy very close in quarters as well. So this is, I mean, we've got the Morris brothers in, as always. So this is always good fun to see how they get on.
Ivan is going very quickly right now.
Oh, into the 32s though. Josh Boy, as you say, Ivan's going quickly. Let's scoot up to the top and have a look at him.
Ivan is on for pole at the moment. He's half a second up in the first sector.
Let's have a look at him. I think we might have missed part of it because he was 12 seconds down when I saw, so I might have missed the sector time coming through, but you'll see better than I have, so we'll keep an eye.
Is he... How many laps has he done on that set of tyres? He may be on an in-lap.
Yeah, he's
depends what fuel he's got on board.
Yeah, he's used a lot of his battery early on, so...
He has, yeah.
Could be... He's only done the one lap, so this may be okay. We'll wait and see. Let's have a look. So, yeah, he is down. Yeah, he has scapped it. This time on Papito up there, leading his teammate in fourth. Only less than 6 minutes left of the session already. A few drivers left to set lap times. Nels, Andrew, of course, are reserving from Tier 2. Triz is on a qualifying ban, so he will not be qualifying this evening.
Oh, yeah. Got Nels right down the back at the moment as well, which is a little surprising, as Nels did rather well here last time.
Yeah, but he's now Tier 2, so...
Yeah, of course he is, so he's not going to be doing a qualifying lap.
No, I think he's just doing a little sighter that he has invalidated.
A recce.
Yeah, absolutely. Just make sure that his setup is right. I'm surprised Andrew hasn't done the same. He is able to.
It is remarkable. We're like, whatever it is, 7 races into the season,
round, yeah.
And I still can't remember who we've moved to what tiers yet.
Yeah, there's a few times I forget. When we're not commentating on the same race, I usually commentate the Tier 1 on a Monday after we've raced, and then when I'm coming to a Wednesday and I'm like, who's who again? Because I watched them.
Speaking of who is Sinful?
Quite new, I do believe.
Sinful is on a lap right now, invalidated, unfortunately.
Yeah, Sinful joined us a little while ago, start of the season. So yeah, he's joined in. Mr. Mon, yes, you can qualify on the hards. Okay, so step of the link has expired, unfortunately. Okay, I will change that later on. So do come back to the stream, probably about tonight or tomorrow, and it will be updated.
If you're really urgently trying to find a link, I suspect there's one on the Instagram or the Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think we do have a few on there.
So, Johnny is on a lap, but not improving massively.
Just have a look at Louis hitting the pit lane. Rillen.
Johnny's run out of deployment, in fact.
So, who else is starting? Johnny has just beat the 32.7.
Despite the fact he ran out of deployment.
Yeah, absolutely. And has actually beaten last time's pole time by 0.03 of a second.
Wow, and there's more to come, obviously, as well.
Yeah, I think so, in the last few laps. Let's have a look at Willen, and we'll do an on-board lap with the Aston Martin man. No pressure on him whatsoever. That's coming to this tricky final corner. Takes a while to get the car straightened up. DRS open, using part of his overtake battery along the start-finish straight as we go up the hill car leaving the pit lane is going to stay there. Heavy braking up the hill, blind turn one, trying to find an apex, does beautifully. Now keep the car straight and down the hill, which he does. A little bit of wheel spin. Turn two, absolutely flat out. Now the Kings spot them, keep it flat for the most part of it. Switching left right, nice downshift to keep the car settled and keep it turning in nicely. This is very neat first sector, easy to lose the rear right at the final point through turn 10. Kink, there we go, and what's his first sector? It's a pretty good so far. Heavy braking
Voxy's
wide.
about to set a good lap. There we go. Oh no! No!
Oh no, Voxy! Last corner. Oh, it's going to sit in fourth. Let's have a look around. Has now got the long straight. He's got the DRS wide open, about 120 metre boards, hitting the brakes. Downhill braking, keeps it in third for that. Start switch to the left hand side. Difficult section here, easy to let the rear slide as well. Very patient. That very nicely, taking the wider option into turn 16. And now flat out through these kinks that we saw. A few problems early on. Nice and steady on the steering, didn't move one jot through there. Now then, difficult point, takes out absolutely fantastically. Come at final corner, final test for the Aston Martin. Nice and neat once again, using the final bit of the deployment, and up to 7th with a great improvement, 7.5 tenths. What a good lap for Millen, that was very neat and tidy.
I don't know what happened to Voxy. Bizarre. It was quite bizarre. Like, seemed to be on a hot lap and was improving by a few tenths, and then was suddenly hitting the pit wall.
Oh, okay.
As in the entrance to the pit lane of the pit wall. I don't know whether maybe it was a partial spin.
Oh, well, she just put whoops in the YouTube chat. So
yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed.
Can someone give us a weather update, by the way?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what we get for the race. That would be really cool to find out ahead of time. Chrissy Harmon is in the chat as well. Having a week off the commentary duties. Oh, Voxy lost the rear.
So it wasn't an attempt to enter in the pit lane, it was an involuntary attempt at entering the pit lane. Oh dear.
It is because, sitting there in fourth, equal time to Wookie as well.
Yeah, Wookie's not going to be getting out again, I don't think, because Wookie entered the pits with 2 minutes to go, so...
Yeah, only 30 seconds left, so those on laps, this will be the final one. Anybody on an outlap will probably have a chance. Depends on where they are on track. They'll have to be in the final sector, I would say, to have a chance.
I'm just watching Pepito, who obviously is sitting in P6 at the moment, so I'm not didn't see what his first sector time was.
Yeah, we're just looking on board. Josh Boy currently in second place. Provisional second, front row of the grid. What can the Red Bull man do? Through the first sector, looks nice and neat and hooked up at this point. We'll keep an eye. Only 17,000 up.
Yeah, Pepito's not improving really either.
Wow, so as the track reaches limits, the checkered flag falls. Johnny currently on provisional pole position. What can Josh do? What can Ivan do in response? What about, well, Pepito said it wasn't improving. Hive was up there as well. It needs a 3.5 tenth improvement. Very, second actually improvement. Do apologise.
Finds 2 tenths in the final sector.
So that's it. If you can keep the rears going then through this, then there is time to be gained.
So Hive is the next to the top 10 who's on a lap, but is still only halfway around the track right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, that's the final sector, not the second sector.
Yeah, Ivan couldn't improve, so he will stay at least third. Hive in fourth. Josh Boyd said 2 purple sectors coming through the second last corner. Now turn 20 to go. What can he do? Is it going to be improvement? Is it going to be another pole position? DRS open and run towards the line. It is improvement. 0.5 of a second. What a lap.
It's amazing how much people are improving in that final 3 corners. I think that fast left, the blind fast left, is probably gripping up really, really nicely, and that's delivering some lap time in that final sector.
Yeah, possibly. I think you could be right, but what a lap that is from Josh. Broken Johnny's heart. But we've still got 28 laps to go. Sinful has finished on his lap. So there's the grid, folks. Josh Boy will be in pole position ahead of Johnny B in second. Ivan in third, with Hive Eclipse in fourth. Pepito fifth. Voxy on her debut in sixth. Good strong qualifying from her. Wookie in seventh. Rylan in eighth. Isaac in ninth, with Vitelso rounding out the top 10. Then Zigzag ahead of Lil Lou. She is in 12th with GXT 13th. Lando in 14th ahead of Geki Matthew. Mr. Mond qualifying in the hard tyres because he is a reserve. Sinful 17th. Avanash. Difficult qualifying for him, unfortunately, in 18th. Unusual for Avanash.
I wonder whether he's got the wrong setup on the car, because it looked vile.
Yeah, he was a bit snaky, to say the least.
Snaky? Trying to think what goes round sticking its backside out all the time. A baboon. It got a baboon set up.
Well, yes, he is in red as well, so let's go with that. I like that. So we've got the 5-minute break, of course, folks. So Johnny for Paul, Shuley says stepbrother, and we've got Johnny for the win. Smoggy Ghost is already betting on Johnny. So is your grid 0.3 of a second exactly, Josh by ahead of Johnny. And it is quite, there's a good gap, but then it's quite bunched. Look at that, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, obviously within about 10th of each other, less than a 10th. And there's a few 10th, there's only a 10th or two really between many of the players on the grid, and if they just hooked up that last sector, it could have been a big different story for people in qualifying.
Yeah, I think there's a few people that ended their runs a few minutes too early as well. It seemed like there weren't all that many people maximising the grip of the track in the last few minutes.
Yeah, I think maybe just got surprised that how much the track did grip up, and it is beautiful sunshine, so it looks like we're going to have a dry race for us this evening. But yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's usually things like the street tracks, the street circuits are the ones that really grip up as the qualifying session goes on. These kind of tracks, you don't expect it as much.
I don't know. I mean, I sort of count on all of the tracks gripping up at the end. That's kind of my approach to it, is to try to be on the track in the last, minute or so to cross that line. But
yeah, because there's always some improvement, isn't there? It may not be as big as some tracks. The delta is quite large compared to some others, but yeah, there is always some kind of improvement, isn't there?
Yeah, and it doesn't take much to lose a handful of positions, so I reckon it's always worth doing personally. But what do you think of this track, Mark?
I'm hit and miss with it. I think if you're right with you talk about Avanash's setup, that's quite loose. If you've got that kind of setup, yeah, it can be a real handful. I think if you get into a floor around here, it can be. I think the first sector can be good fun. I think the final sector is quite fiddly. A lot of heavy braking, quite tight corners, difficult for traction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a hit and miss with it, to be honest. It's not my favourite.
It's the first corner is just horrid.
Yeah.
And then it's like you say, it's that sort of infield section, isn't it?
Yeah. Second and third sectors are not fun, I don't think, anyway.
No, and it's I find that infield section is not only a mistake generator, but also an incident generator.
Yes.
Because people try to go in the inside because they see the car taking the racing line to the outside, which is going to be faster than they're going, so they both end up getting there at exactly the same time. And the car on the inside grabs a big handful of understeer and just bumps into the side of the person they were trying to pass.
Yeah, or on exit they get a handful of oversteer because they've taken the corner far too tightly. Yeah,
it's got a weird exit. It's got a very strange exit, that corner.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They really do. Last time we were here in Tier 3, there were only 3 drivers in the whole 20 racing that didn't have a time penalty of some sort. So track limits are a big one around here.
Yeah, I mean, watching sort of the other races on Monday, there was an awful lot of penalties in those, in both Tier 2 and I think quite a few in Tier 1 as well, actually.
It's amazing how quickly they can really jump up as well. Sorry.
Yeah, I think there was only four people in Tier 2 didn't have a penalty this week. So
yeah, and then that's just where you're sort of sitting pretty if you're finding it difficult to overtake for whatever reason, that it can just come to you at the end. You can suddenly find yourself jumping up 2, 3, 4 positions just due to you keeping it calm, keeping it neat and tidy, giving the corners, as you know, look at the first sector. You really want to attack and have to keep the average speed up and attack the curbs that you can use. But just that tiny little bit, too much can really hurt.
Yeah, it's the fifth gear exit of that fast section of corners, isn't it? Into the left-hander.
Yeah.
You can just take too much in that one, and it just drops a penalty on you straight away. But yeah, it's frustrating sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah. There's just a few that even the hairpin turn, it's turn 11 actually, the hairpin onto the long DRS straight. That one as well. It's very wide. It's a very open entry into that corner, but you can get a little bit greedy on the curb. That can cause it. A few people have seen, wide in the last two corners as well. That can cause invalidations in qualifying, but then of course big time penalties during the race, as we now have the formation lap.
We do.
Talking of tyres, well, okay, only 3 drivers have chosen the hard compound tyres, GXD, Lando and Sinful. Everybody else on the mediums.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get... Although, obviously, the statistics from the last Tier 3 race, COTA, put the lie to this comment I'm about to make, but generally speaking, if you're going to get a safety car at COTA, it tends to be somewhere near the start.
Yeah.
And it tends to be Sector 1.
Yes, it does. You're right there, but yeah, you're right. There was only one safety car last time we were here, but 2 virtual safety cars. So it does throw the mix a little bit. But there was a virtual safety car we had, and I think it was Monza. There was such a short safety car that caught a lot of people out. That when they tried to pit, it went green pretty much instantly.
That happened in Tier 2 this week. The race leaders both boxed under the VSC, and it just disappeared straight away, and they ended up falling down the order quite significantly as a result.
Yeah, absolutely. So strategies are a big one. What would you recommend? Okay, apart from your 27 lap stint on the hard tyres,
one stop.
What is normally what you would do?
One stop all day long. Start on the medium, stop early, lap 10ish. You get a 2 second per lap advantage by stopping lap 10, and anyone who's around you is going to be within 2 or 3 laps, 4 to 6 seconds behind you. And then the hard doesn't drop off in the same way as the medium does, and it will easily go to the end. So I would recommend early stopping off the medium personally.
So there we go, folks. So if anyone's in Tier 4, there's a little bit of a heads up for you.
That's my new hobby, is tyre testing. I'm not even lying. It seems to be my new hobby.
I mean, mine recently is just testing the durability of front wings, so it's not gone very well.
Well, it has gone very well, because you've tested a lot of them.
Yeah, some have done better than others, but anyway.
So we still don't know what the weather's going to be, unfortunately, but as it stands, it's looking like a dry race, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if it did go dark. Throughout the 28 laps, as all the top drivers getting their positions on the grid, who are able to park. See who forgets to hit their markers, as we've got Nels, the final man, who will pick his spot in 20th. And don't forget, Mr. Mon and Nels will have to park. Lando forgot how to park. There's always one of the brothers, but there we are. They will have to pit end of lap 1, but here we are, folks. 3, 4, 5 red lights in Tier 3 in season 19 of MRC. Let's go racing. It's a really good start from Johnny. Really great reaction time, and he's already alongside and technically in the lead as well. Josh is trying to go around the outside. There's a bit of carnage at the back, few tapping through, but Johnny's got through and takes the lead off Josh. Pepito Voxy, good start into 5th. She's got through on Pepito.
Unfortunately, Boris and Zigzag came together in turn 1.
Oh no, yeah, they've dropped big positions, 7 and 6 respectively. Nels has avoided the carnage. Andrew Geke through Avinash. Avinash up 8 places already through that first sector.
And looking racy.
Well, has he set his car up for the long one with heavy fuel? That's going to be one we're going to keep an eye on, I think. As he got a little bit twitchy out of the hairpin, as I say. I'm going to stop talking about Avinash.
It helped him. It sort of set him up for the inside line there, but he's backed out.
Yeah, so straight line speed for Isaac. As Ducks, is there going to be anybody moving in? Do this as Wookie and Pepito side by side. Wookie got the move done as well, under brakes. So Wookie moves up now into 6th, and Pepito dropped 2 at the start. But everybody seems to be reasonably well behaved. Isaac's dropped a little bit of time to the pack ahead. Hopefully no damage for Zigzag and Lando, I hope, further back.
Zigzag is missing an end plate. I can't see Lando. Yeah, Lando too. Yeah, right-hand end plate on both cars is gone, unfortunately.
Oh, nightmare. That's going to hurt them, especially through the high-speed corners as the Tier 2 drivers have pitted. Good lap from Johnny. He's managed to pull 1.2 seconds. Hopefully he hasn't hurt his battery too much, trying to escape the DRS, which is now active. Voxy looking very racy indeed now at the back of Hive Eclipse, and that is not going to be easy to pass.
That's looked like there was a tow rope attached there.
It really did, didn't it? It looked like absolutely glued to the back of Hive through the first sector. But Ivan as well has just dropped out. The DRS detection just there on the run down to the hairpin. So Ivan, outside of that, he may be vulnerable to Hive as we run down the first time. Let's keep our eye on the Mercedes man. DRS, there it is, wide open. It's going to be close, and I think Ivan's flashing already, so he used quite a lot of his battery in this opening lap. As we look, actually, it's actually Voxy. He's going to have a look on the inside of Hive Eclipse instead. Leaves the room a little bit sideways from Voxy. Trying to hang in around the outside. I had to back out. Good battling though. Wookie trying to look interested as well. And there's the race strategies at the bottom, folks. A little bit late now. I wish we had that earlier on. But great
Voxy,
racing.
welcome to MRC.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have actually raced against Voxy once. And yeah, she's very clean, very good racer. Quite aware. So hopefully she's going to have some really good competition here as well.
Fantastic.
So really looking forward to seeing how she copes. And
so
to be fair,
quite a train developing.
Yeah, and the gaps are ebbing and flowing. I mean, Johnny's just taken another half a second out of Josh on the next lap as well. So Johnny's looking pretty good in the clean air. Oh, Foxy gets a little bit shaky out of turn 1. Managed to keep it going though. But yeah, a little bit of a train. Then we've got Abanash is closing on the back of Isaac, who seems to be struggling for pace at this stage. Maybe just the heavy fuel. The car's just not feeling good. Maybe a little bit understeery, I think.
Yeah, well, he's hit Avanash's car.
No, so Isaac.
Oh, Isaac.
Oh,
sorry,
Foxy, 3 seconds. Oh, welcome to MRC.
Avanash is about to get eaten, I think.
He's got Louis behind. But if he was quite sneaky, he may just have a very low downforce setup on. So it'd be interesting to see how he does in defence, because he's gone defensive very early on. Some of the camera angles we are getting is absolutely shocking as well. Doesn't help, but yeah, that was no Louis straight through with the DRS. So good start though from Avanash. He'll still take quite a bit of comfort from that, and a bit of confidence as well. So I'm just going to have a look at the tyres. So GXD Sinful, who starts on... Oh, that's right, that has gone round. Exited turn 16. We mentioned how difficult it is on some of the throttles, and that's where Rylan was unstuck. But GXD Sinful, they start on the hard tyres. They've struggled a little bit in these early stages.
Yeah, the switch-on's quite difficult here, actually. Even the medium doesn't come on that quickly compared to a lot of tracks. Which is... I suppose it's because it's not a particularly high-deg circuit, is it?
I mean, I didn't do any practice at all because I knew I wasn't racing it, but I'm trying to think back to last season, well, 2 seasons ago I should say, but yeah, it's a difficult, I'm not actually 100%, I can't remember. I do know I struggled generally for pace here. I don't know if it was just understeer and on board with Hive, and to be honest, I had a beautiful camera angle through the sector 1 and his understeer was tronic through there. It was really bad. Holding on to the front as much as he could. Will be in the DRS to protect himself from Voxy and Wookie as well, but Pepito's dropped off the pack as well. Now found himself on his own, and once you've got this DRS train, I think it was mentioned for 1 or 2 of the Tier 1 boys, it's very difficult to get it back.
Yeah, no, I've spent most of the race driving around on my own. I think Chris said the same thing.
Yeah, as Voxy got the move done. on Hive. A little bit of a tap on the rear as well. But Foxy's got it done. She managed to get ahead now. Can she close that gap? But I tell you what, Hive's not giving in. Just enough room for Foxy. That was close. Hive had a go. That was a brave move from Hive, and well done from for not too much collision there as well.
Yeah, it rarely works, that one, really. You've got to have a really good grip advantage to make that stick, because you just lose the exit speed.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So
and you're on the wrong side of the track as well.
That as well, yeah, it is the difficult one. You can see, if you're early enough, you can make a lunge. I don't like it. I hate that corner for that reason, of someone trying to make a move and then you're diving out the way, which then costs you more time and then the position, even though it wasn't really a move that was on for the other driver.
Voxy's going to be wanting to try to make some inroads into Ivan as quickly as possible, because obviously she's going to be very susceptible down the back straight.
Yeah, but cost her a few tenths through this first sector. Struggled a little bit, maybe just skirting these white lines a little bit. So it needs to be careful, doesn't want to get any more penalties. Unfortunately, 3 seconds to Namia has lost about half a second in this first sector. And there's Avanash. Oh no, Avanash, and there is a safety car.
What happened? Avanash. I missed it.
The middle of the first sector, Sinfo's gone through it. Let's have a look. Nels. Car's gone, unfortunately. Must have lost the rear, I think. I think he'll have lost the rear. There's a bit of damage on off the barrier. Lost the rear, I think, through that first sector. That's gutting for Avanash. He was having such a good start as well.
He was, but he's been riding a runaway horse, hasn't he? Really, yeah. That thing looked evil.
Yeah, very apt to see. So he's in a prancing horse, and we're in the city of Texas. So he's definitely riding a
squirming horse.
Yeah, squirming bucking bronco for Avanash this evening. Unfortunately, caught him out. But this is an interesting one. Obviously, we've got this lap 5. Are we going to see anybody pit, is the question.
Well, apparently you can get a hard to the end quite easily from this point.
That's why I said it. If you hadn't done that Monday, there wouldn't even be something I would have contemplated mentioning. But are we going to see? Well, the leader is in. Johnny does pit. Let's go to the tyres. Josh follows, Ivan follows. Oh no, Papito, 10 seconds for exceeding track limits. Where did you go to get 10 seconds, Papito?
Well, he must have cut that.
I think he's coming into the pits. I think it's to do with the pit lane. And he won't serve it because he's only just got it. So I don't think he'll serve it.
Oh.
No, he is serving it. He is. Oh, that's... And Isaac is going to be held. Oh, it's hurt both the Williams boys. Oh, that's heartbreak.
Yeah, that's awful when that happens. It's really depressing.
It really is. Oh, wow. So Triz stayed out. Voxy is pitted for another set of mediums. So 2 stops actually for Voxy. Nailed on. Rillan stayed out as well. Geke with another set of mediums. So... I
mean, it's worth trying something different to everyone else sometimes.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's a few people gone to a medium. Not sure who started on the hards. So,
GXD started on the hards. I can't remember now. I can't remember who else started. There was 3 drivers.
I've got a funny feeling that
Sinful might have done.
Didn't Voxy start on the hards?
No, Voxy was mediums.
Oh, okay. What do I know?
Actually, you can actually check race director. You're the man who can check.
Oh God, you're asking me to do jobs now. This is like housework. What the hell?
I know. I'm sorry.
Race director. Okay, that's right. So, GXD started on hards and is still on hards. Interesting. And it was Sinful and Lando Boris also started on a hard.
Okay, so Lando's pitted for another set of hards and Sinful on a set of mediums. So, interesting that they've changed. Kieran's in the chat says he's looking forward to the track later on. So, Sniper, let's hope you have a good race around here. And patience is key around this track, as we have seen this evening so far.
Yeah, so going back to tyres, and I wasn't even joking when I said tyre testing is my new hobby. I've realised that a really, really good practice is to literally go out on a race tank of fuel on each set of tyres and see how far you can go on them.
Okay.
And literally just drive them into the gutter until they're absolutely dead, and just, oh, we've got a spun Aston.
That's Rylan again. Rylan had a couple of spins this evening. Yeah, outside the last corner as well. That's dropped him right down the back of the field. Apart from Lando, unfortunately, who may have had a spin as well.
But yeah, the tyre info is really, really useful when you've got a situation like this, because then you know exactly how far, in a worst case scenario, i.e. full tank of fuel, you can take that set of tyres.
Yeah.
And that starts becoming really handy when you do have a safety car, because you can say to yourself, okay, well, I know that if I push it, I can get this tyre to this point of the race or to the end of the race.
Yeah.
And also, if you have a very early safety car like this one, that can be, quite useful info, to say the very, very least. It lets you do something tactically different to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just throws that again. That thing that people don't tend to do. That I tend to do a race strategy with my tyres, but not till they go pop. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, I've just found it's kind of, especially with the hard, knowing how far a hard can go is quite a useful bit of data.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because some tracks, you'll find that certain tyres will keep on going right up into their wear limits and still feel okay, whereas other compounds will actually start feeling really, really awful at a much earlier state, proportion of their wear. Austria is actually a good example of that. One of the tyres is way better than the others once they get worn.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are still the steps of compound as well in different tracks, so it is definitely useful. Safety car is in this lap. Quickly, Mr. Hardy is saying he's going to throw poo at people. I mean, I know we were talking about baboons earlier, but if you want a banana, my friend, we'll send you some your way.
I've actually seen that happen. I don't mean Connor doing it, I mean a monkey.
Oh, right, okay.
Actually.
Right, okay. I mean, it could have been Connor. Who knows? Voxy, I mean, what are you doing on AI? Hopefully you're not anymore. Scottish Marv is in as well, so don't forget to hit the like button. But I tell you what, Johnny's gone very early indeed. Went before the second last corner. Got Josh Boy napping. Big time through that. And he timed it really to perfection, it looks like. And he has. He's got an 8/10th example. Oh, there's a few at the back. That was Voxy, I think, had to avoid. I think it was a Ferrari GXD who got... Voxy, yeah, actually went round. Oh, Voxy, that's so upsetting. That's so disappointing. I think she was right behind GXD. So I don't know if GXD was just a tap or GXD lost the rears, and Voxy then sympathy spin, and it cost Voxy a lot more. So, really disappointing for her. But I hope she realises there's points for 15th, so she can keep on going.
Yep, Oh, she's lagging quite horribly at the moment as well.
Oh no. Hopefully we'll be back in very soon. But, those tyres don't look very good, Voxy. Hopefully you haven't worn them too high. But now, let's see, what can Johnny do? He managed to break away from Josh Boy and had a good advantage when the safety car came out. And has he got the speed to do it once more and get the hard tyres up to temperature? We've got Josh Boy and Ivan in close quarters. However, Clips probably saved, you would say, from the safety car who was sort of struggling and battling with Wookie, who's been held, is now behind Louis, actually his teammate. So Louis had a great restart, and the safety car's really worked well for her. And so Hive now can just get his head down. He's got the gap to Triz, who's got the very worn medium tyres on as well, and GXD dropped another 2 seconds back after that half spin that he had. And of course everyone's had to back off from that, didn't they, because they can't pass before they start finish line. I wonder if that's how Louis got through Wookie, I wonder.
Sorry, I'm just dropping a quick note in the stewards, because I thought I saw a reset to track, but I might have been imagining it. But I'm going to ask them to check anyway.
Okay. Hopefully not. It should be disabled. I don't know if it ever does or not. I have no idea.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Fair. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't seen it once, twice. There is, I think Voxy, it's hurting at the moment for Louis, and Peter must have a big moment out of the first corner, because Wookie's actually gone through on Louis. So the McLarens swapping places. Sinful now joins the 3-second club, only the second man to do it so far. 9 laps in, and we are very close. as I think Josh Boy is just in the 1 second window. I've just out. Ivor Clips has just dropped out as well.
Just watch GXD pick up that 3 second penalty in exactly the spot we were talking about earlier on in qualifying.
Yeah, that little kink of turn 10, yeah, can be really hurtful.
And Wookie is going to be all over GXD before too long as well, because GXD's dropped out of DRS from Triz.
Yeah, and the difference, the 5 lap difference in the tyres as well. Interesting, there was about a second, 9/10 to a second difference before the DRS straight. Now, we don't know, of course, the battery usage, but Josh Bay entered the straight only 3/10 further back, so it took about 7/10 out with the DRS. So it shows how powerful it is down that down the back straight, really. They're dropping Ivan at this point, so maybe the tyres and the warm-up suiting Josh Boy just a little bit more than Johnny is. Maybe just taking it, Johnny, a little bit easier at this point.
So people are getting a little spread out immediately after that safety car, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, aren't they? I think it's the difference of the tyre warmers. Zigzag 8 laps. He's in 13th. Louis and Pepito battling into turn 1 and the exit as well. Voxy, I think, is just struggling with the tyres. I think it's hurt her, and I think she's in the pits. So, difficult one for her. Hopefully, she will keep on going. Of course, first race. GXT's out! GXT's out. Another safety car. Voxy's retired. Oh, in the pits. We'll have to...
Oh, Voxy's just retired at the moment. She could have capitalised on the safety car.
Oh, she'll be disappointed. So upset with that one. To be fair, she had a few spins. So, what happened to GXT? Not sure where that was. Can't see the car on track. Not sure what happened at all.
No. Last time I was flicking through and GXD was somewhere in the middle sector.
Yeah.
But...
So unsure. Now then, of course, Mr. Morn is going to have to pit through this safety car, so that'll hurt him a little bit. But be interested to see if Triz decides to pit, and the Zigzag as well, because Zigzag had to pit early on, of course, with the damage he had. But Triz didn't pit.
So I'm not sure how much this is going to help Triz, because this is about the time you'd stick a set of hards on anyway, roughly. So they're only going to be 4 laps newer by the end. So he's going to lose a lot of positions if people don't pit, because he's going to have to, really. Be daft not to at this stage. And I'd be surprised if the 4 lap hards do. So...
Yeah. Voxy said she had severe rear wing damage, so there's no chance. If you could just send a screenshot of that to Mr. Baby Hornet, that would be fantastic. Just so we have that in the bank, that would be fantastic. Voxy was so unlucky, desperately unlucky. What a great stint, great qualifying, great stint you had in the first part as well. So we look forward to seeing you back next week. We can't wait to see you racing once more, but really unlucky. But chin up.
Yeah, good debut. I don't know. Is it Voxy's debut?
It is, yeah. Only joined a few days ago, yeah. So it was. They definitely put the promise. The potential was 100% there.
Absolutely, good pace.
Yeah, it really was good pace, absolutely. And it is always upsetting. Sinful's put a set of soft tyres on now, so Sinful's going through the range of everything.
Yeah, and Geke has not stopped, which.
Well, I guess he has. He's on 5 lap medium, so he must have done.
I am going to guess that Geke has started on hards and doesn't have another set of hards to go to.
Okay, intriguing.
Let's have a because obviously it depends which tyre selection you go for as well, doesn't it?
Ah, yeah.
So Geke has gone medium. No, Geke's gone medium. Okay, that's not gonna be great unless there's another safety car, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the gaps weren't really forming. There was a few gaps, but only about a couple of seconds, not too much. So, I mean, you'd think at the minute the top 3 looking very good. Wookie had a bit of pace. He was starting to get through on Pepito and his teammates, so it would have been interesting to see what Wookie could have done. Lil's having some really good pace and a good race so far. Now we've got obviously Pepito in the mix there, and Geke. It's going to be interesting to see the 5 laps on those mediums. Obviously, a lot of them were through the safety car originally and through another one now, of course. So he'll get the warm up all right, but it's just little difference in the wear. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, you probably said this already because I was too busy looking at Geke's tyre choices, but I hadn't noticed that Triz has also gone onto a medium.
Yeah. Oh yes, hasn't he?
Which is crackers, because they're not going to. Well, they might just about get to the end, but they will be. They'll be 2.5 to 3.5 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, that's going to hurt towards the end. Van's actually in the chat. Good evening, Frank. He's looking for, well, anything in the top 10. Bobo's asking who you are.
I don't know who I am. I'm actually suffering from memory loss, and I just walked in off the street, and I just I found this headset, and I just thought I'd do some yippity yappeting.
Yeah, just a bit of talking. You sound like Gav doing that.
I sound like Gav. What?
Just a bit of yippity yappeting. Just a bit of chatting.
So
not on that
Johnny,
level.
Sorry, just to go back to the the racing stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Johnny didn't look as comfortable on the hards, did he?
No, he wasn't pulling away from Josh that he did in the first stint when they were on the mediums at the start of the race. You're right. I don't know if it was the warm-up. Maybe he could have been taking it easy to get the heat into them, and maybe the slipstream helped Josh a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he was outside of DRS at one point, and then was back inside it all of a sudden. So I don't know whether Johnny made a mistake, possibly, but we'll see what happens, because he was building up a lovely lead up until the first safety car, wasn't he?
Yeah, he really was. Yeah, just seemed to pull away over 2 seconds was the gap, and yeah, Josh was sort of holding Ivan quite comfortably at that point. And then so it's going to be interesting because Ivan seemed quite racy on that last restart on the back of Josh. So now we've got Hive there to throw into the mix, who was looking racy on Ivan, and now we've got Wookie, Pepito, and Louis as well. So,
well, I mean, Lil is actually the most improved driver inside the top 10. Oh no, Geke, strictly speaking, doesn't probably count in towards that because of the tyre choice. But in terms of the overall race as it's lying out in front of us, Lil is improved by 5 positions. So out of the top 10 drivers who can go to the end from here, she's the raciest in a way.
Yeah, I've just actually brought that up. It was a good spot. So yeah, I have actually had a look at that one now, and I don't think the safety car is going to come in. It'd be the latest call, but it's not. So we're going to have one more lap behind it. So that's going to help, well, everybody really. It's going to, especially those people who pitted for the hards. Just they'll be ice cold, but that life is going to really they'll be easy to the end now.
They will, but they've got basically the people that have got the freshest hards are literally at the back.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's going to be a difficult one for them to try to get through the pack. Bobo's just realised, obviously it hasn't heard yourself, Martin, but you said it's cool to hear from us together, so absolutely, it always is.
I have an 0898 number that he can call. And he can hear my sultry tones talking about what I'm wearing.
And what he's riding.
I'm wearing tracksuit bottoms. They're very loose. And slippers.
Fluffy.
Pink fluffy slippers. I'm not wearing pink fluffy slippers, just to be clear.
Or loose tracksuit bottoms, but we'll move on from that.
I definitely have a loose bottom at a curry. So, who else is? Have we got anyone who's out of position?
I don't know. Let's go back to those position changes.
I think it's sort of shaken up a little bit into the sort of order you'd expect it to be, actually, hasn't it?
It has. I think. I mean, Triz is having a good race. We've seen he's pitted and will have to pit again because of what he's chosen. But out of position, yes, he should have pitted for the hards. But I think Ryland is probably the one out of position, but he's had a few spins as well, so that's not helped his cause as well at all this evening. But I think everyone's about there, and it's the battles you'd sort of expect as the safety car is now choosing to go in once again. But I think everyone's about right, I think. So
yeah, no, I think so. But I'm just hoping that Lil can get a decent result, because she keeps having terrible luck when she's doing well.
I know. I hope so as well, and hopefully we will not curse her this evening. Otherwise we'll be getting some messages, I'm sure. So, Johnny Boy, when is he going to go? He went very, very early last time, really caught everybody napping. Let's have a look on board with the Haas, as he's just taking his time a little bit more this time round. Catch everybody napping. Safety car well in the pits.
They're not biting on the weaving, are they?
They're not. They're not. This. We're all waiting bated breath. When he put the hammer down and gets a bit of oversteer as well as he tries to put the hammer down, but so does Josh Boy. Ivan probably hurt the most, but it's going to be all status quo as they run up to turn 1. John gets the job done, reeling through on Sinful. Now Sinful had a moment as he put the power down as well at the final corner. Zigzag and Nels swapping places. Triz through on Lando Boris. Further back. Oh, who was that that went off? That was Zigzag. And a big slide at the exit of turn 1. Down the hill. Easy to do. But look at this at the front.
Josh is closing.
He really is. Yeah, really got a good run down the hill. So the tyre warm-up, no problem for the Red Bull. Ivan, our monster, got 3 seconds of penalties as well. And now Josh Boy, Ivan, everybody nose to tail. And the different lines through the hairpin. A little bit deep from John there.
I think Josh is carrying a bit more front downforce. He's got a much snappier turning. I was watching them through the S's, and he was literally catching despite being in the dirty air.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he's not hanging around, is he? He's not hanging around for the DRS, the side-by-side. In the break is a little lock-up from Johnny. Can he just keep it ahead? He has, just about. But everyone behind us, Papito gets a bit slidey. We've got Ivan having a little look as well on the Red Bull.
That was a very nicely executed move.
It really was. They've just about held it. Triz now has got those mediums up to temps very nicely indeed. But now the top 2 have now just pulled 8/10 behind Ivan, Hive, Wookie as well. Oh, as there's a little slide from Hive Eclipse. He's getting a little bit sneaky through the higher speed corners. Not liking the rears at all. DRS now enabled. And I think we're going to see some overtakes and some action in the next couple of laps. Because Johnny hasn't managed to pull away this time. He did last safety car restart. So, let's have a look. How's this first sector looking? On a few tenths, but is it going to be enough? Foxy said that we have the commentator's curse. Yep, sorry about that. But yeah,
it wouldn't be very good if we didn't talk about people, though, would it?
Yes, very true. We're just very good at jinxing people. We're just very good at it. Josh, Ivan's going to be very close to the DRS section. I think he's going to be in it. He is, Ivan, just about, so he'll be saved from that. Now, we said earlier, about 7/10 is the gain when you have the DRS. Let's ride on board with the man in second place. 8/10 of a second. Johnny will have a bit of battery usage, and he's not going to be close enough this time out to mount an assault. But what about Wookie? He's had a little thing. Papito's had a moment as well that lap. He was close, and now he has dropped back, and now Louis has taken advantage. Has Louis? Yes, Louis has gone through. No, Papito managed to hold it. So Louis frustrated this time. Oh, the spin off spin. I think that was Isaac, and it was with Triz Vital. So they have gone through. So Isaac had a little spin in that mid sector. No damage, luckily. But the top 5 starting to escape from the Williams and Papito now.
And Geke is obviously. Oh, we've just had the Williams and Papito go really wide off track and across the grass.
Wow.
So I was about to say that Geke's mediums are obviously making him very punchy right now.
Yeah, they will do. Oh, look at this, Ivan. Very calm and very cautious, almost into turn 1. Hive got caught out a little bit, but has opened the door for Wookie. Not quite, but it has pulled them outside the DRS, and Johnny got a great run through the first part of the first sector, and he's just about outside. As Papito now gets 3 seconds to add to his name, and Lando Boris does too. Penalties starting to rack up. But Josh Boy is outside of the DRS, so Johnny has managed to hold off the attack for 2 laps, and now is starting to get the temps in those hard tyres and starting to start to pull away. But what can Ivan do about Hive and Wookie behind? That's going to be the interesting part now.
Yeah, sorry, I was watching the battling in the midfield. There's some people looking very lively back here. Just watching sort of the Lando Boris Sinful zigzag sort of area in the back.
Oh, big collision. Wookie with Hive Eclipse. on the inside. I think that was sort of side by side, locking wheels. Oh, I've got very slidey and Wookie, but now I was trying to come back at him. Is Wookie going to try the switch back from 16? He can't quite. Wow, wheel to wheel. And a little bit of banging as well to go with. Don't know if we'll see if I've got a warning for it. Well, that looked,
no damage on either car though, which is good.
Yep, thank goodness for that. Of course, luckily it's not sort of, we don't really get floor damage. Luckily.
But I suspect that if there's been a bit of contact, then Wookie may be a bit lively.
Oh yeah, but have a look at the turn one. There was a tiny touch as well there, and I think Wookie this time has got the move done. Johnny has pulled out another couple of tenths this lap. Now 1.9. That got back up to near where it was previously. Who pitted there? Isaac pitted with a fresh set of hard tyres. Got 10-11 laps on them. So, and most of that was behind safety cars. So I don't know if Isaac had damage at all with some of his excursions. Sinful is on the soft, so he'll have to pit soon. Probably Geke too. So that's going to shake up the order as well soon. Did Louis? I don't think Louis has got the DRS on Pepito, so going to be under pressure. Apart from Geke, got a big snatch on the exit of the hairpin, so that's going to cost him that run on Louis. But now Ivan has just closed a little bit to Josh Boy as Johnny starts pulling away. Wookie Hive, they're going to continue fighting, I'm sure, as well. So it's kind of still anybody's game, and there's a lot of battles, as you say. This mid-pack, we're going to leave the front runners. John Martin was watching, and Andrew's involved in this as well.
I mean, I've just been watching this. I've been watching the gap between Pepito and Lil just yo-yoing, like by not just small amounts, but like half a second a lap. Sort of, she gets into sort of the DRS roughly by the end of the third sector, and then he seems to sort of drive away through the S's.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the dirty air kicking in there a little bit. That he's got 4 seconds, so he'll have pretty clear air, and then.
I'm actually wondering whether he's carrying a bit more downforce.
Well, there is that. Yeah, that's a good point. It's something we mentioned earlier, isn't it? That you need it for that and the confidence through this first sector. Let's have a look at these two. They pulled away a little bit from Geke.
Geke's got nails all over his backside as well at the moment.
Yeah. That's never going to be an easy job with Nels behind. But yeah, there's only a couple of tenths. Lost about half a second-ish, give or take a couple of tenths. But a bit cleaner, I think, from Lil this time round.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to put her in a good position because she's within that window we talked about.
Yeah, she's as long as she gets a good exit.
And it jumped by 3 tenths again.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the braking zone, just general confidence at the apex. Nell's already jumped past, but I tell you what, Louis coming. She's getting closer. She's going to send a move. Nope, she is not. Very smart indeed. See Pepito's light flashing as he recharges. So Lil just biding a time. But we're going to have Nels, who's a very quick driver indeed, breathing down her neck very, very soon. But will he be dragging Geke, Andrew, Vitalso in as well? So we're going to wait to see on that one. Zigzag on a recovery. He's up to 13th actually, so good recovery from Zigzag so far.
So Hive is kind of looking quite threatening behind Wookie again.
Yeah. Yes, I think Monster went a little bit wide there. Pepito, the second 3-second warning, 6 for this man here in the Williams. Sinful, 7 laps he's managed on the soft tyres. He's had to pit, the Spaniard.
Well, with whatever it is, 9 laps to go, Lil isn't likely to catch Hive. Hang on, who's on the... I'm just thinking, who is on what tyres again now?
Yeah, all the top 7 are on the same lap hard, so...
Yeah, so I don't think Lil's likely to catch Hive, so she might as well just start sucking up Pepito's DRS, really.
Yeah, she's got Nels for company, and I know Nels will just want to have a little bit of a race. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. That is... Well, there's another safety car, though.
No, who's that?
Not sure who that was. One of the Saubers, I think that was Triz. He's missing an M plate. Went round. So, at this point, would you pit? Would you take a set of mediums or even a set of hards if you have them?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you've got a set of softs, this would be a good time to try those.
Well, we saw them taking 7 laps, so yeah, they could do it. Yeah, they could.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect they'd still be quicker than a 13-lap-old hard.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah, that's a good point.
Especially in terms of warm-up as well. You know, that early doors kind of gains.
Yeah, it will be absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. So let's have a quick look. So you can see who stops. Nels has to pit, but it puts him in a decent position. Are we going to see top runners in? We certainly are. I think it does make sense, really, doesn't it? Everyone
I suspect so. Yeah, here we go. Everyone's coming in.
Yeah, is Louis going to pit? Last second she does. So.
Oh, she's going to be... Is she just far enough behind Wookie not to get held up here?
Wookie's out of his pit box.
Yeah,
as long as it resets itself. If it resets itself... Oh, little bit.
Oh, I'd take that.
Yeah, that would be fine. Well, here we go. You talk about the mix of tyres. Johnny.
What's happening here?
It
was a glitch.
Yeah, but Andrew's put a set of inters on.
So, this is interesting because obviously some people have probably done 3 hot laps and therefore, or 3 hot lap runs, I should say, and therefore didn't have softs left, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Or maybe they just don't feel they're going to go to the end. Maybe they don't feel confident that they'll do that amount of laps at full bore.
It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, the consistency from the medium will be better for sure.
Yeah, and they'll definitely do that distance, won't they, towards the end. So this is going to be really close, I think.
Yeah, Vitalso's going to get eaten alive. Unfortunately, sat there in P3 on 14 lap old hards. I would not want to be there personally.
No, that's going to be a difficult one at the restart. You know, everyone getting the grip.
Andrew, I'm presuming, has run out of tyres.
Well, he didn't do qualifying because he's higher tier, so I think he's just doing it for get his higher tier.
S's and G's.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, that one. So it's a strange one that he's tried it, but hey ho, he's just trying it for fun. So, so go on then, folks, and yourself, Mr. Hills. Who is going to be your tip then for a race win at this point?
Well, it isn't. It's going to come down to this tyre, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Johnny is going to drive away for a couple of laps, but is that going to be enough? Depends how long the safety car stays out for. Everyone's nearly back on it already. We've got Trez just catching up to the field at the moment. He's just one corner behind. So it's just going to be too late for it to come in this lap, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. So that's going to help those who have chosen the soft tyres. So it's going to be interesting to see what Wookie can do as well. He's put himself now suddenly in a great position. We've got Zigzag 9-lap-old hard tyres, and obviously that Vitalso with 14-lap hard tyres.
I just hope that
very racy.
Yeah, I just hope that those 2 hard tyre runners are mindful of the cars around them, because the tyre offset between them and everybody else is going to be massive.
It absolutely, really is, absolutely. So
Andrew's
everybody in the chat,
the rain isn't happening.
No, absolutely not. It's not. I don't think so. It has clouded a little bit, but not too much. Stepbrother says Johnny deserves the win. Yep, led from turn 1, and he has absolutely. He's really had a great race so far. So everybody else, do get involved. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. So he also says that the softs fall off a cliff around here. Well, yes, kind of they do. That's a fair point.
They do, but the tanks are super light. The track's rubbered in. Had a couple of laps under the safety car. I think they'll probably be okay. It's just how they're performing in terms of time come the end. I think they'll be fine in terms of driving.
Yeah.
But they can feel fine, but still be like 2 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, they just don't have the same feel, just the same overall grip, absolutely. And I think it was Rillen in the middle of that race, ran about 7 laps he did on them, including safety car. So they will go to the end. Yep. So, all right, Monster. Well, you deserve to crash. That's all I'm going to say. He just said he borrowed the Ferrari strategy of putting the inters on. Right.
Well, how rude.
Absolutely, I know.
Yeah, that's just
I
no
know
need
he's
for
going to
that.
sit there giggling to himself as well. I know he is.
Well, at least is he still in that? But is he still in that bogey car?
He is, yes.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
the one that's got a big fat nose and goes really really slowly.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see? I don't know whether you saw it. I happened to tune into practice in Bahrain earlier, and Alonso was getting so annoyed with the car, it was visible from him driving it.
Oh, I missed that. I haven't actually. No. I did see
literally,
Stroll things.
Well, Alonso did a massive angry power slide because the car wouldn't turn in where he wanted it to, and he just booted it and went sideways up the straight. And you could just see it was like, I hate this car. I hate it.
Wow, newly designed as well. That's wow.
It's probably gearbox,
Whoa,
but anyway.
Johnny's gone early again. He used the trick. He used the end of the first safety car. And he's only got a second, zigzag 3 seconds to add to his problems with his tyres. Oh, a little bit sliding from Johnny, but he's got a second already on Josh. Ivan has gone through on his teammate. I think there's a little bit of gamesmanship going on there, as long as he was after the line. And I don't know if it was or not. I don't know. Oh, that would be close. I think it was. Yes, I think it was. It would have been before the line. So that is why Ivan's tried to let Vitalso back through, so he didn't get a 10-second penalty. So that is what's happened. But that's cost Ivan massive time in the past in this fight that he's got with the top two drivers. No, 1.5 seconds. But look at what is going to happen with Wookie, who's through on zigzag, and he's now got Vitalso, who's going to do everything he can to protect his teammate and play that team game. But I tell you what, the speed of Wookie is 3 seconds. That was. Yeah.
I think we'll be seeing that one in the stewards.
I think so. I think that was just the speed that Wookie had. I think probably caught Vitalso a little bit napping. I think Louise had to go zigzag and is through as well. Important for her to climb through the rankings and up the potential. She had a podium. Well, we'll wait and see. But also still holding on now at the back of Wookie. No DRS this lap. There's shopping and changing in the background. I'll wait to see how that one works out, because zigzag in the middle of that as well. Vitalso, the car doesn't seem too bad, to be fair. He just doesn't have the grip that the others do. Johnny has pulled a 2.6 second gap in this lap alone as it starts to cloud over. So the soft tyres will warm up nicely. It'll be difficult for the mediums, especially those hards, to get any kind of heat into them. He's now set fastest lap, 35.1.
How far will they go at this speed, though?
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe just trying to hold on, I think.
I mean, the medium is only just going to start coming in right now. So the medium's going to be getting better, and the soft is going to be arguably getting worse within the next lap.
It will. It really will. It certainly will. So Wookie now through on Vitalso. He's now got to chase down Ivan. I think if Wookie does not get another warning,
penalty,
warning, then I think it was just a reaction to Vitalso getting just blindsided.
I don't think Vitalso expected him to be there, but nonetheless, he was entitled to the space because he was pretty much alongside, wasn't he? So
yeah, he was. Yeah, and I think it was because he wasn't close alongside. There was quite a gap between them. That, I think, blindsided with the arrows that you get, the proximity arrows for Vitalso. So when he got it suddenly close, Wookie panicked, obviously, and naturally would take the route to avoid. So I think that's what's caused it. So everything, as long as he doesn't get another warning, as we say, I think if he does, I think that would be it's a tough one, because there was still a gap, but at that speed and the grip difference, you've got to play safe than sorry on that one, and I would probably side with Wookie on this one if you were to get those 3 seconds removed later on.
Yeah. I mean, and this is also always worth saying to people: save your race director if you think you've got an unfair strike against you.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Vitalso's just picked up another one.
He certainly has. Let's have a quick look at those penalties. 3 for Wookie, as we've just been discussing. Vitalso, zigzag. Tony's on the comeback, and he certainly is, up to 7 zigzag. Really racy at this point. He's got Lil right behind it. He's got 3 seconds as well. Pepito 6. Sinful, Lando, Isaac, and Monster with 3 seconds. But look at this, into turn 1. Louis trying to go around the outside and makes it happen. What a move from Lil, and Pepito said, thank you, I'll go the other side as well.
Absolutely, look at the stamp there. And now she doesn't she doesn't need to do anything more than stay in touch with Vitalso.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think she's going to have the tyres, of course, on Vitalso as well. Let's go back to those tyres.
Yeah.
She's got the fresh mediums, so she's just got to worry really, well, I say about Pepito, who's right up the back at this point, but she had so much grip, she's going to have the DRS as well on the back of Vitalso.
Yeah, I mean those tyres ought to be in a museum. Not that I'm one to talk. But compared to everyone else's tyres, they are going to be absolutely
ruined,
really horrible.
Yes, they certainly are. So Louis managed to hold off.
Just noticed the gap is shrinking at the front.
Oh yes, it was over 2.7 now, 2.4 seconds. Absolutely, yeah. Johnny's going to be hoping those softs just hold on. Lando another 3 seconds. It's not been an easy second part of the race for the Alpine man. While his brother, one of them is in second, and the other, unfortunately, 16.
Coming down again.
It is.
It's when watching hundredths of a second becomes an exciting sport.
Yes, and when it suddenly jumps by a tenth or two. So let's have a look at Louis. She is up the back of Vitalso, who's gone defensive into turn one. Are we going to see a repeat, or is she going to try the switch back? Oh, I think she's gone for the outside. Vitalso is there.
She nearly got caught out by the traction difference there.
Yes, nearly did, but great reactions as well. And Pepito saw it all unfolding, so was very patient as well. That could have ended very, very badly for all three of them, and probably potentially taken Triz, who's had a great comeback as well. I think
Pepito's getting very close to the back a little. I'd just like to say that if you've got 6 seconds worth of penalties with 3 laps left to go, is it really worth endangering a race finish or something else?
I do agree. Hasn't Triz got a pit again? Because he's done 2 sets of mediums, maybe? I think. You'll have to check that one for me.
What is going on? Why am I getting all this?
Okay, well, Triz has done 3 stops, so I'm presuming Triz doesn't have to. Right, sorry. Lewis now smooth.
Triz has stopped 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Pepito on the outside of Vitalso as well. Is it going to be a double again? It is. So, that was important, but look at Triz as well. He's now taking the grip advantage. But, wow, Vitalso's not giving this one up. Ooh, he was there, I'm sorry. Well, I think he was enough alongside. I think that might, we'll move on. I do think Vitalso was enough alongside at that point. But that's cost Triz massively, as we're saying, what a comeback he was having. He's got Zigzag as well. Great comeback from him as well. In 9th as he goes wide. But
unfortunately, those tyres on Triz's car are now in the window of feeling horrible.
Yeah, they are, and he's going to just try to... But look at the gap at the front as well. It's now 1.5 seconds.
Ooh. Photo finish, anyone?
Absolutely.
He can see him. He can see that gap reducing. He's going to be on him, maybe even by the end of this lap.
Yeah, I'm going to have to leave that gap because Pepito on the back of Lil. And unfortunately, that battle with Vitalso has cost 8.8 seconds to Hive ahead. So yeah, I think Wookie's just trying to get 3 seconds. He's nearly at that 3 seconds to Hive as well. So if he can do that, I think you might just forgive the 3 second penalty as long as he keeps ahead. But there's a yellow flag, sector 2, and that is with Zigzag, Pepito, Vitalso as well. That big battle in the first sector. Difference of grip, difference of tyres. Look at this, it's there. Oh, we've got 2 and a bit laps to go, folks. Has Johnny picked the wrong tyre? He's been incredible all race long. Has this been a poor strategy call?
Well, it's just borderline, isn't it? I mean, another 2 laps.
Yeah.
And he's going to be he's got 2 laps to get through. It's going to be very hard to resist, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Half a second coming out the final corner. And Josh Stewart is just going to think, right, okay, I have 2 laps. I have potential. I have the grip.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd go so early.
Yeah, that was... Oh, I thought about it. Had a look.
But the thing is, you got to go when the tyres are feeling good for you, I suppose. That's the thing. I mean, obviously the ideal, perfect situation would be to go past on the second DRS on the final lap. But
yeah, but has he got the pace? So that's the thing in the clean air. Will Josh have the pace? And as soon as the dirty air hits the softs, Is that just going to cause another world of pain for Johnny? But to be fair, Josh is probably going to be a bit conscious because Ivan's closing in on both of them. The longer he stays behind, the time lost is going to hurt, and he's only half a second. I think this could be it. He's going to. I think the speed difference. He's kind of got no choice in the matter. DRS wide open. Are we going to see a change of the lead? Goes to the inside line. Leaves room. Can he hit his markers? He does. But I tell you what, Johnny's not giving this one up. He's trying. But I think Josh has got the inside. He's going to have the grip. They're still trying to switch back moves.
Oh, my word.
There is contact between them. But it's done. It is over. That is it. Well, for Josh. Anyway, Johnny's going to try and hold on. Well, they only lost 0.2 of a second to Ivan in that as well. So now this is where Johnny's going to try to use every bit of DRS as we're approaching the final lap.
How's he going to be in the traction zones? How's Johnny's tyres going to be picking up speed for him? Is he going to be slow? Bit of a slide on the exit.
Yeah, there was. Cost him a couple of
tenths. Lost half a second.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Big time. And then it's also the traction in the dirty air through turn one as well.
And he's got the same traction issue here as well.
Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, big slide. As soon as he puts any power down, he's struggling. I think he's going to be under pressure from Ivan come the end of this.
I mean, unfortunately for Johnny, the exit onto that main DRS straight is also a big traction zone.
It is. It really is. Yeah, absolutely. Wants to be careful about those track limits as well. Very close to the white line. Some of them. That'll be close, but he's going to be close. Has he got the DRS? I think he does. He will have the DRS, and Ivan won't. This is all down to the final two sectors. Has Josh played it well? Has Johnny just...
going to be dumping ERS out of their pockets now.
They really will. Repeat another 3 seconds. Louis managed to hold off everybody behind as Ivan's got through on Wookie. Not sure what happened there. I think the tyres went off, the softs went off for Wookie as well. But this is the battle for the lead. Ivan is nearly a second behind as well. But what about those traction zones, as Martin's been saying? Just about for Johnny. Is he going to be okay through these fast right-handers as well?
3 corners away.
Look at that, he's just cost half a second as well. Ivan was close. Ivan's now gone wide. I think he had a last hit, but it's going to be Josh Boy who takes the win here in the Circuit of Americas in Texas. Johnny's going to take second. Ivan in third. Wookie is going to come back through and take fourth with the 3 second. We may see that one in the stewards later on. So it's going to be Hive on the road that takes fourth ahead of Wookie. Lil, what a race from her. She's going to come home sixth. After all the battles she's had, I think she'll be very happy with that. Triz, what a comeback from a qualifying ban as well. 3 stopped, has just held off for Peter. He's got 6 extra penalties. He's going to fall behind Geke and maybe Sinful as well. We'll see if he's got a penalty as well. Oh, and a spin over the line. So Rillen, great comeback from Rillen, who had a few spins early on.
Yeah.
So he takes 9th. Sinful in 10th. I think he'd be really happy about that. Just beats Pepito. Zigzag 12th. Lando in 13th. Vitalso 14th. Isaac picks up the final point. And the 2 reserves, Nels and Andrew, 16th and 17th. Wow, that was a good end.
That was a thriller, wasn't it? That was I mean, to be honest with you, that whole race, non-stop action all the way through, and some really good stuff happening on track as well.
Yeah, absolutely was. I mean, 18 likes as well from everybody. That's fantastic. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do, because that was some fantastic racing from everybody there. Let's skip the podium celebrations to bring you race winner is Josh Boy. Fastest lap for Johnny, the driver of the day, Triz. Most overtakes was Zigzag, and the cleanest driver was Lil. And now before the stewards' inquiries, Josh takes the win. 36.6 for his lap, but a 35.1 for Johnny, who is in second with Ivan in third. Hyperclips in fourth ahead of Wookie, and then his teammate Lil in sixth. Triz in seventh, then Geke eighth, Rilla ninth, Sinful 10th. Then we've got Pepito, Zigzag, Lando, Vitalso, and Isaac ahead of Nels, Andrew, and unfortunately non-finished GXC, Voxy, and Avanash.
And Johnny is in the chat in Discord already despairing at his choice of tyres, unfortunately.
I bet he is. Yeah, I bet he's upset with that one. So that's the fastest lap, which is great for him. So it's a bit of a boost to confidence. But yeah, that's going to be hard for him. Who's your driver of the day, mate?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and
Well,
was the game's given it to Triz,
yeah.
um, but I think it probably has to be our race winner. To be honest with you, I think that was it was quite. I think from the point that we went onto the hard tire, immediately it looked like it's swinging back the other way. So I think that whilst Johnny did have a big early margin, I think Josh has earned the driver of the day for me.
Yeah, yeah, I think that is a pretty good shout. I'm going to give an honourable mention to Triz from coming back from the back of the grid with a qualifying ban. Great result from Triz. Lil as well. She was in so many battles, made some incredible overtakes as well, Lil. So I think she had a fantastic race and a definitely worth a mention. But yeah, absolutely. I think the top three were just absolutely incredible. Top two, yeah, Josh and Johnny, absolutely, yeah, brilliant racing from all of them. But that is us, folks. In just over 15 minutes' time, we have the Tier 4 boys taking to track as well, so don't miss that one. That's going to be some more incredible action, I'm sure. But my partner in crime, Martin, it's been great, mate, as
Oh,
always.
me? Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, it's been good fun. It's been good fun. It's a good race to watch as well, that one.
It really was. Hopefully, we'll do it again soon, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, thanks very much everybody for watching and getting involved. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and we'll update the link to join us in MRC, and you can join the racing as well. Thanks. That is all of us in Tier 3, and we will be back soon for Tier 4 in about 15 minutes' time. But thanks everybody, and we will see you very, very soon. Have a lovely evening and good night.
See you later.